welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. Welcome to my turn. New cut. Hey friends. Cut. Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Donnie, and this is my turn to hopefully entertain you a little bit by making stuff on the lathe here. Alright, so this is a chunk of maple. I had a big huge log of this, and I've made quite a whole bunch of bowls and stuff out of this thing. But this one, I rough turned it soaking wet, December 11th of 25, so it was like 6.5 months ago, almost 7 months ago. At the time it weighed 18.4 pounds. I just weighed it just now, it weighs 11 pounds. So I mean it dropped 7.4 pounds. I let it dry, rough turned it basically so it would dry. And I gotta say, it didn't move like I thought it was going to. I mean, it's, 15 1/8 end grain to end grain, and then side grain 14 1/2. So really, not that much. A little over a half inch. Is the only difference. I'm impressed. In other words, because I did these oak logs. Man, those things warped like you wouldn't believe. I would have had to really leave them real thick and let them dry for like a lot longer because of all that movement. But we're gonna get at this one here today. So yeah, just under 7 months, and this thing, very impressed. I mean, look at this. We're talking like 2%. There was one in-grain spot that I think I saw. It got up to like 4. There's 3.1. Somewhere around here, it got up to like 4% somewhere. Even the very bottom. I mean, this is not the most fanciest moisture meter, but it can't be that far off. I did coat this thing with anchor seal. Maybe that's playing a role, but I think it's based on the weight alone. Went from 18.4 pounds to 11 pounds. This thing has to be ready. So I got to reshape my tenon. I did have to put my smaller jaws on the old Nova here. So and I anticipated some of this, so I'm going to reshape the tenon, make sure I spend some quality time with that. So these dovetail jaws, it's still pretty heavy, 11 pounds, so I want this to hold really well. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, again, this is I never really do how to do it, only how I do it. I'm using my vacuum chuck as a jam chuck. I've seen that somewhere. I thought it works great. So this is what I'm doing. I think the tenon's good here. My rim is alright. I'm going to do something. I'm either going to do feet or a different looking rim here anyway. It's kind of, this works out pretty well for me when drying the wood as far as warping and so forth. I leave a rim and a tenon like this. Not bad. Alright, let's see what we can do here speed wise. I don't have to go too fast for this part of the operation, but 455. It's not bad. Sorry, that was my square carbide cutter. Going in with a diamond tip now to get a little bit of a recess. I mean a dovetail. Going in with this to get a little bit of a dovetail. That looks really good right there, actually. It's 10. I think I want to do something with the rim here, the foot. I don't know if this will be a permanent solution to this foot at all. Right here. Right. I did that for future purposes. This is not all going to be finished surface. Make sure power's off. Loosen that right there. We're gonna switch gears. I don't think I really have to, but I'm going to. The main reason I'm gonna want to spin this slowly, like later on in the process. And I doubt I'll get over 1,000 tops. So I'm just gonna start off where I want to finish, if that makes sense. And again, like, check this out. I don't put a lot of downward pressure. I'd rather the belt slip than something break and cut my hands off or something weird. Not to be like that. So I put a little bit and then I tighten that down. That's it. See, the way the dovetails work, if you do this correctly, I don't even have to push that hard. As this thing clamps down, it's gonna slide that way and tighten all that up as I wrench this down. What I'm learning lately is I'm not gonna wrench. I'm gonna wrench pretty hard on this, but those dovetails do their job. I'm gonna get my squish, my half a turn of squish that I like to call it, like whoosh. That's a quarter. I did a quarter on the other side, so that's my half. Whoosh. That's good right there. It's not going nowhere. Now turn the power back on the lathe. And this is not the most, this is a Nova, you know, it's not bad, but I still check the tightness periodically every, throughout the turning. So let's see what kind of speed I can get here. Alright, so turn this off. You know, I gotta start thinking about what I'm gonna do to finalize my designs, because I'm definitely gonna do some things to this bowl. Probably an inlay here, and then probably a decorative type of something right along these lines here. So kind of what I'm thinking. You know, there's a bark inclusion that goes all the way in, and I'm thinking this band is going to be for my experiments. We'll keep playing with it though and come up with some design ideas here. And this rim style foot looks weird right now, but it's not gonna, yeah, I'm probably gonna put 3 feet on the bottom, so. Ride through you, ride through you. I'm like, girl, I'm fresh. Pull up big formation, every rest ain't texture. Brown back, big bundle, make a hater head crumble. My driver, my gunner, my cousin, my runner, my circle is semi. One call, get played. Alright, so I think this is what we're doing here. A little duct tape. Make a dam, you know. I'm gonna fill this in, do a little inlay action. With some UV resin, which hopefully works out okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do though, I'm going to use some turquoise, and this is called Ghost Blue Hypershift. I'm going to mix 2 separate things up. Let's see. Voila. Again, I'm all about that experimentation. Never done this before with the UV resin.
Industry talk, get quiet, walk in the room and they buy it, label exec trying to try it, I just slide terms and assign it, take over plan in the folio, more brand strong.
Alright, so that worked out pretty good. Let me show you what I got here. So, you know, mixed up some some UV resin basically. I mean, it works. So now I'm going to true everything up here. Yeah, I'm just going to true everything up. I'm going to stick to this band right here though for sure. I'm going to do something here. Doing something here. I'm not sure what yet. We'll see. Alright. Let me experiment around a little bit. Got a pocket of UV resin not cured up. Oh, it just blew out everywhere. Ugh. Alright, it's kind of messed up, but we're learning here. We're learning. Look at this thing. Big old pocket, just uncured resin just slung all over me and my lathe and stuff. So I just had to want to clear that up. So anyway, man, alright. Now I know you gotta give it some more time, huh? I think more time in between the different pours. You know, I was trying to layer it, thinner layers and longer time with the UV light. That's what it needs. Use this negative rate scraper to get through this epoxy, and it does cut pretty well also, but I just want to get a look at what this is looking like. Dang, another big old pocket. See that? Alright, take 4. That big old hole, that was, I guess, I don't know. I just did not let this stuff cure long enough, but let's try it again.
shape on the inside also, and I'll come back out, clean up all my cuts, make it pretty.
Your hearts get dropped like fools. We run shows that fast car bad girls get gold. Yeah, say self step up, get on.
Alright. Putting a little tung oil and citrus solvent. Alright. Somebody tackle me, stop me from doing what I'm about to do. So, well, first of all, I did not like how the inlay turned out using the UV resin. It was just too deep. I didn't get it cured, so I chiseled it all out, rebuilt it with CA glue. Should have done that from the get-go. So what I'm gonna do, I like to experiment around. It's missing something, so I'm gonna turn into a pyro here. I'm gonna decorate this with some burning action and just kind of goof around. But man, this bowl is turning out really good, so I don't want to ruin it. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take me a little while, but let's see how this turns out. I gotta otherwise I would get bored with this whole thing, so I gotta keep trying new stuff, you know what I'm saying? So here's my little machine here. I'm gonna crank up the voltage all the way, turn this bad boy on, crank it up all the way, get this little tip hot right here, and then we'll go to the next step after that. See how this is going to work. If you hear me crying, then that's normal, I suppose.
Get the fan on you.
Hey, so I want to thank y'all for watching. And if you enjoyed it so far, consider subscribing, liking, sharing. Those things can really help this channel out a lot. It doesn't cost you anything, you know. And drop some comments below. Tell me what you do want to watch. What you do like to see on these kind of videos. And you know, drop some suggestions, man, for these future videos. This keeps me motivated. Thank you. All right, now I'm coming in with this one. guess I've accepted that I'm gonna make a mess when I do this. Play with the wax like this, embellishing wax, gilding wax. It's messy business. This particular stuff here cleans up real well. There's another kind I have that does not clean up very well. So I applied the gold inside and out, like all over, just so you can get like a tiny subtle little flake of gold every now and then in the grain. You know what I mean? You have to really look hard on the inside to even see it. But it's there. It's pretty cool in a certain light, especially the sunlight. It'll pop out real good. So I believe there's some sort of solvents in this wax, and so I'm gonna let it hang around for a few hours, harden up a bit, and then I'm gonna put something on top. I'm not sure, shellac, lacquer, not real sure yet. But turning out pretty nice. Hitting it with some denatured alcohol here. Trying to raise the grain a little bit. Before going on to it with the finish, the final grits, you know. You can pop the grain with water. I mean, I've done that when I used to make cutting boards. It works pretty good. It just takes longer to dry. Denatured alcohol does a good job though here. It'll get in there and fluff up the grain. Alright, so I don't know, this might be my favorite bowl, one of them. It's about 15 inches diameter, a little over 6 inches tall. Got a little inlay action going on. Did some burning, embellishing. Got a little band around the bottom. This thing has figure for days. I think what made this one special is, you know, I took it from log to bowl, dripping wet, soaking wet log, all the way to this bowl form. I have all the videos there from the roughing, the drying process to you know, the finished bowl here. There'll definitely be more to come, more of this to come for sure. Again, my name is Donnie. This is my turn, and thanks for tuning in. Thank you.